Hello. Got a long day yesterday. I'm gonna start having 3 days off now.
I told Martin last night earlier.
They even have an alcohol. I've never seen one in the flesh. I'm sure it's said of my father's mastery that they live deep in the forest. And yet they never reveal themselves to humans. Nectar, you say? Clive. So it would seem.
Little Moogle.
That sounds painful.
Clive, was it?
So it will be. No scratches, right?
Dang, this root's fat as hell. That matches me. I like that red and black.
So what God's forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this time?
Oriflamme.
The holy capital. And what business would you lot having? On second thoughts, I don't want to know. It's better all here. You'll not find a better price than that. Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, some fowls brewing, and it ain't tires bought by OT. Just go and see Otto, will ya?
All right. See you really going through. Sid's been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known. But that's all it's going to be. Talk. He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly. Well, you couldn't have picked a better man. Seems the Iron Lords gave him more than enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south. Another war. All as the great green girl wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's good for you, isn't it? Still, can't work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem. The checkpoint. That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way. There's...
Well, no, not that.
That gets you an audience with the Dane. The Dane will see you safely through Northreach. I'll send the Stokes in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. And she's a true friend of the court's. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, Rick. Who is this Dane, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietor of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute. The Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman. Right.
Don't go blind alone with your child, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
I suppose that's everything. No.
What's right here? Oh my god, that's where that's at. That's probably... What the fuck is over here? Huh? Is that the mother crystal right there, or is this the mother crystal? It's a really small ass fucking place, dude. It's a tiny ass world. Yeah, I worked a lot yesterday. So my days are going to be all mornings, 8 to 3. So it'll give me some time to be able to sit there and
The bodies are buried. May they be reborn in the light of the God's flame.
Why did I die, Mother? I will not forget it.
but yeah, it's Friday through Monday. Monday's like a 13-hour shift. So, I mean, I gotta take like an hour break. That's all I know. So between like 2 to 3, or really be 3 to 4, I'd be taking my break. So I'll be doing that stuff, which would be nice, because that break does help out a lot. I'll just sit there and rest up for an hour, and then I'll get right back to work. I mean, obviously I'm not working massively fucking hard. Luckily, leveling up is pretty easy in this game. I mean, it doesn't take a massive long time to level up. Not massive, but it's a little bit of time. Yeah, I need to get my damn abilities maxed out. 500, I go maxed out. Max square does that. I don't know how much it doesn't do a lot of damage though. That's this one. Taunt. I shouldn't get my damn melee deck. There's a lot of guys fighting here. I love this spot. That dash is fucking sweet as hell, dude. I love it so much. Level up! You knocked the fuck out of my bed. Yeah, I like the Phoenix. The Phoenix attack a little bit better. I hope I get Sid's powers. Cause I already know Sid's gonna die. It's pretty obvious Sid's gonna end up dying. Some of these storyboards, you literally tell who's gonna die. Yeah, you can just tell. Okay, I gotta go up to 1,000. Max both the same thing as that. Here we go. That's fine. Okay, Trevor.
I hear the lavish at you.
But yeah, that's what's so funny about, like, back then people were so, like, in tune with living, like, everything was nothing but survival, so, like, they would go out, hunt and gather, and they would do it together as a team, and all that stuff. It is ridiculous how great it was. It was so nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna be leveling up a little bit. I might be leaving probably tonight to go to the farm. We gotta do some stuff from that. We got two. I don't know, a lot of it's just. A lot of stuff's just silly stuff. I gotta go down there and do some carry some batteries and shit, I guess. My dad is over trying to, we're trying to sell it and that. They're trying to sell it because they don't want to keep it. Even though you can make more money off keeping it because it's free. Because my great-great-grandparents bought it with my grandparents. And like it's say using it to be able to produce money every year. They just want the quick fucking solid kind of thing. Yeah, it's silly shit. It's just a lot of selfishness type stuff and that, you know. Anyone that gets a lump sum of any type of survival. Any type of survival. Back then it could have been more meat, more just supplies altogether. And people like to show that shit off. I don't know what it is being a show off, but people love showing off, man. So we have a new, well not new, but we have a guy at work that he's doing like the swing shift now. Because I moved in mornings. And like the first day this dude comes back after working one day of doing my job, bragging about how much he does. I'm like, what do you... Oh my, there's just so many dishes to do and all this stuff, and then like, dude, I do like hundreds of dishes every damn day, if not more. I'm like, if that's all you have to fucking brag about, I feel sorry for you, because that's like the stupid fucking thing to be bragging about, is fucking something that most people do every damn day in their life is to work. And like, so it makes me laugh. Like when people do that stupid shit. Because I'll be sitting there like, dude, are you serious? Like, oh, I do all this work, and then like, dude, you're doing what everybody else does in the job, you fucking moron. People do that shit. It's always these loser ass fucking men trying to compare themselves to another man. And they see that I look more like a man than they do, I guess. And they get like all fucking bent out of shape and shit. Or whatever the fuck kind of stupid that shit is. It's so fucking stupid. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with these dumbasses, but it's always the same stupid shit. It's just so fucking stupid. Like, every time I hear this dumbass shit, it's always the same stupid shit. Like, bunch of fucking men complain about dumbass shit. For real, dude. And they have someone. It's because they don't like me. It's always doing that. They don't like me. They're all like, "Oh my god, you get so many girls to talk to you and that," and they complain a bitch about dumbass shit. I'm not even joking here. Like the complaining and bitching and moaning. They don't say it to me. They'll say it to basically a bunch of simps. Cause like this dude that, like I said, I don't dislike people because the way they are. You are the way you are. But I surely will call you out for what you are, just so you know that you're doing something that most men don't do. Number one, most men shouldn't fucking attack each other over one having more than another. When that one actually does do something, you see me lift weights on the stream, you see me do stuff on the stream. So why the fuck are you sitting there complaining bitching about when you could do the same thing too? It's called inspiring. You're supposed to inspire each other. Not sit there and, you know, damnate each other and all that crap.
It's the same as the one back at the highway. Doesn't seem to be working now.
And that's what the problem is. We don't have anyone to inspire people anymore, or they just sit there and they're just massively angry all the time, pissing fucking vinegar, cry, bitch and moan and cry, and life's so hard when you're getting paid way more money than anybody else, but your life is still fucking hard. And then you want to say, well, why is life hard for you? It's all about what you think about yourself. So if you think that someone's better than you, even though you shouldn't give a fuck what anybody else is doing but yourself. Compare yourself to yourself. If I can pick up 5 more pounds or 10 more pounds on a bench, that's for myself. Fuck everybody else. That means I'm willing to work hard. That means I'm willing to push more. And that's all it is. So like Monday, I pushed pretty fucking hard. I kept the table clean as fucking there. Like everything was done. I did my job exactly like I was supposed to. During the morning shift. During the late night shift in that on my swing. Yeah, I left early in that because I was tired as fuck. Not that much early, but we were slow as hell. So I left around about a little bit past 8. Like 8:05, 8:10 or whatever fucking it is. Because I clocked out right around 8, but I didn't leave until like 8:10. And there was stuff back there. Now they say is, you know, I'm not gonna be. They close at 10. They weren't that fucking busy, and they could have done some of stuff. But the thing is, other people don't do their jobs. Number one, this is how it's supposed to be. If I don't know what the fuck these people's problems are, and I guess it's because they work here, they just don't, either new people just don't know, or the other people are just too lazy to do it. So my morning crew that I work with, a lot of them stack their dishes. Some of them actually do help me out when it's not super busy. And I return the favor when I get done with all my stuff, which normally I get done with it really quickly. The thing is, the other people, they literally, this is what they do. They take enormous fucking breaks. Like, after the first, like, thing of dishes, they'll take a break. They leave messes everywhere. I mean, like, I get it if you're, like, if you got, like if your room's cluttered a little bit because you've got items everywhere and that. Like, this is fucking food. This is, you know, nasty-ass fucking smelling shit after it sits on the thing and it reeks. It's not like you fart in your room, it reeks for 5 seconds and it goes away. No, this shit reeks all day long and no one takes sanitizer water, throws all over the ground and that. They're trying to, there's always shit everywhere. and like I was trying to like pick up trash off the floor. Like every once in a while, like if I see stuff on the floor and that, I always tell myself, every once in a while, just pick up a little bit of trash here and there. Try and make sure everything is a trash can, but they always have leftover shit on the ground, so I'll go around and pick up like little straws and plastic or little paper things and that. Try to clean up a little bit, you know? Just try to do it. It takes 5 seconds. You know, it's that mindset. I'm trying to get my mindset into that. And like, I'm just sitting there like thinking to myself, I'm like, how trashy are these people? Like, literally, Monday, not this, my last Monday, I cleaned up the whole thing because we were slow. I used a little brush, I scrubbed all the shit off the back end. I have like a little corner in that where it kind of gets a little dirty in that, you know. So I threw a bunch of sanitizer water, cleaned everything up. And as you get bacteria wet, it starts to stink. And it's sanitizer water, so it has a little bit of bleach in it, or ammonia in it. So eventually it kills all the bacteria off and it stops smelling. It actually smelled good in there. It didn't smell like fucking dumpster. So I came in there on Friday. It wasn't too bad. It was still staying consistent, which means the other person actually kept up with it, as in he didn't get massively fucking dirty. Like, okay, that's how it's supposed to be. A little bit of work doesn't, you know, it's just, you know, it's not bad. Makes it easier to keep things going. But the other, when I got in there, Friday wasn't bad because I came in the morning time. Saturday, I came in, you know, there was dishes back there and that. First thing everyone says, we were super busy. Monday was busy like Friday was. I kept everything as clean as possible. I mean, you're going to have leftover shit back there, of course. Because we have lazy servers sometimes. They, you know, they'll take out their orders and that, and they'll just, you know, sit around, they'll like do silverware, or they'll cut fruit up and that. They'll do their jobs to a certain extent, but they're supposed to bring stuff back. Well, when you have one server that sits there and piles stuff up at bus stops, every once in a while she'll bring stuff back at the end of the day, but that's what they normally do at the end of the day. You do it during the thing. It takes fucking 2 minutes. Then all you do is pick up the tray, pick up the bus stuff, walk in the back, give it to me. Because in my mind, I'm in my own little zone. I don't know what's going on out there until I go out there and look. But when I look and there's dishes all over the place, I just got done with a bunch of crap. I'd rather have you constantly giving me stuff than sit there not giving me stuff. Because then I know that I can just keep on doing it. And once it's all done, it's done. But, it's just little things. Other than that, I have to say the morning time's a lot better. They do their job, you know, quite well because they've been there for fucking over a decade. Most of them have. And now they're starting giving me respect because they see that I work. It's really hard. I'm just constantly doing it. And one of the managers was pretty cool with me. And one of the cooks has been there for like 20 fucking years. You know, he's like, I never see the dish room looking like this. I'm like, I'm not even really working hard. I'm just working. That's my job. I don't take fucking massive fucking breaks. I take breaks in between. I'll sit there and drink some water and I'll chill for a couple minutes. But all I say is, the faster you get done, or say the more, because I move really quick with my hands, when you have a good time zone, how you get your job done, you're always going to have it done. It doesn't matter what anybody says. You're always going to have it done. But if you, like, as soon as you take a break, your body literally wants to slow down. When you don't take a lot of breaks, and not none at all until you're done with your shift, your body doesn't slow down that much. This is why I don't like it. That's why drugs are so bad for you. Drugs slow you down so dramatically. And they always will. Anyone that smokes weed, like cigarettes, a little bit different though. Weed dulls your nervous system down. And some people say, oh, it doesn't make me relax. But you're at a relaxed state. That's how it works. do heal in this mode. Okay. But yeah, it's just... What was that? I like that you heal, man. That's fucking awesome. That helps out so much. Yeah, I can't really do nothing with that because that thing gets up their stun ratio so high. It breaks it down really easily. Yeah, your lemon break gets up pretty quick. I like it. I have to wait till it's full. I can just use it whenever I want. It's pretty cool. But yeah, anyway, going back to the new dishwashing guy and that, it's like... This is what I've noticed. So like the manager guy in Swing Chef, he doesn't give me... He gives me very little respect when it comes down to... Like, I guess how I am in that or something like that. Like, the way he acts towards me is really awkward. Like, during work and that, it's pretty good. But, like, personally, I don't think he really likes me too much. It's honestly pretty fucking obvious. Nice. But yeah, it's just the way he acts, man. Because like, as soon as the guy came in, he started bragging about himself, the new dishwasher, and then he went right to the manager guy, and he was like talking about it. He's like, "Hey, yeah, go tell him all the stuff that I did." I'm like, "Dude," he's like, "Yeah, he did a really good job," and I'm like, "You want to compare Humpty Dumpty to fucking me?" I'm like, I don't even give a shit because you just start working here, and I see how slow he was moving, and then when he first walked in there, he was like, he was doing it the way he thought he had to do it. I'm like, okay, but that's not the more professional way of doing it because you're an idiot, you know. That's not how I do it. And mean by idiot means that you don't fucking know. Before anyone's like, get a big old panties in a bunch and that, like, oh my god, feelings, and nah, you're a dum-dum. If you're just, you just gotta learn, that's all it is. And the funny thing is, like, this dude has a girlfriend that works with him and that, and like, she's a very talkative person. I really don't think I have a problem with her. I think she just over exaggerates a little bit of stuff, but you know what? Whatever. That doesn't matter. She's not a bad person, man. But like, she's very easygoing, and like, you can just tell a simp or a guy that literally does anything for their woman, and the woman doesn't give him barely any fucking respect. This is exactly what happens. This dude, as soon as this girl says something, this motherfucker instantly has to do it, because I'm just like, why are you even with her then if you're scared you're gonna fucking lose her, dude? That's the dumbest thing ever. Like, that doesn't make sense to me at all. Like, what the fuck are you doing with her then? Oh, because you're a simp? Dude, they're all over the place, guys. That's why I always keep talking. Everyone keeps talking about that, you know? It's about fucking respect. So if your woman doesn't respect you in that, the more it's like you're not gonna respect your fucking self. Because you're always gonna want validation from her, and if she doesn't give it to you, you sit there and get all pissy because another guy gets validation. So if another guy gets validation that just because he's better looking or whatever that it is, and you get pissed and vinegar over it, that ain't no one's fault but your own, dude. Don't be blaming other dudes. It's like you don't hate the player, you hate the fucking game. That's what everybody says. People always want to hate the fucking player, and I get it, you know. But the game is what it is. That's how it always is. Like, people just hate the fucking... No, dude. I learned that, too. Don't hate the game, not the player. The player knows what he's doing. That's why they call him a player. It's not about the damn money and that. I could be broke as fuck. As long as I know how to play the game right, I'm always going to have attention. That's what it is. I'm always going to have affection. Someone's going to always give me something to make me feel better about myself. Or to make me feel good in general, from dopamine rushes, from having someone that's, you know, bouncing sex that likes me. That's all it is. It's a learning thing. Like, some people don't understand that. Some people think it's not a learning thing, that you're just born with this privilege of, nah, what the fuck are you talking about, born with fucking privilege? Jesus Christ, people. Everyone's born with privilege. You're born in a house. Not like you're born on the damn streets, living in a damn gutter.
It's true.
That's what people think. That's why I'm suspecting. Not 100% knowing. This is why I left mornings for one of the things, and because I want to get my hours in syncs, because morning time always has more money, so I get more hours in. And there's a better chance of me getting a raise because I work by myself on the hardest fucking days. I mean, Saturday and Sunday we're going to have another person. So that's going to be interesting. It's just really funny when you start noticing all the silly shit that people do. The people do the silliest shit. And like they'll sit there and act really fucking like obvious. So basically what it is, so that people get very upset because they live inside this fucking bubble. They believe everything that they see and do is absolute. And they always assume I should go one way. And they want to brag about all this stuff. That's the way people brag. They do competitive shit. Like they'll say, I have more houses than you, I have more money than you, I have everything more than you. But the thing is, you don't have more affection than I do. You don't get as much attention as I do. So I'm always going to win this war because this is how this war is fought between idealistically stupid men. It's fought by how much validation you get. So if I look prettier than someone and I look like I work out, which I do, I'm gonna get more validation from women if I'm not acting massively fucking perverted. These guys do the stupidest things and they try so fucking hard. Like say Sunday. I worked Sunday night. There was a DoorDasher I came in. I talked to her before and that, and like I put around with her a little bit, but it was casual flirting, just smiles, trying to get it's a positive reinforcement type thing. And so she ended up coming in again, and she gave me a smile and that. She was giggling and something because I made a joke about something that it was just a simple thing. I'm not trying to bang her, just trying to have a simple conversation. That's one thing that other men don't get. These simp men literally think they're playing on like I gotta have sex with everything I do. It's all about validation. All it is about attention. I don't need to bang anybody to get attention from someone. It's a bro moment. Guys are like high five. Yeah, did this one. Dude, to me, doing a bunch of women doesn't really clarify you being a fucking man. Being a man is understanding that you're gonna get affection from every woman that you see just because you are that kind of dude. That you are a guy that looks strong. You have this like mentality that most women want. You got good charisma. You're positive. You're never negative. You try to push happiness, positive reinforcement on people. Because when you do a positive negative thing, which a lot of guys do, they're really positive. It's because they lack confidence. I don't care. I don't need a six-pack to have some fucking girl giving me attention. That is the biggest load of fucking bullshit ever. Yeah, I lift weights because I like being stronger. It makes my job easier. And I've been noticing a difference too. But some people they always want to do this comparison to other men. Number one, you will never look like Arnold. I don't give a shit how much you lift weights unless you take an enormous amount of fucking steroids. And you gotta have really good genes. But less likely, most people have pretty horrible genes. They're never gonna be ridiculously fucking strong. It's just how it is. And that's all it is. And I get it's like, you always want to, what it is, test your bronze against another man. No, it's called brotherhood. We're brothers and sisters in this world. We're all fucking human beings. We always want to divide ourselves with fucking race and culture and that. But when you go to other countries that are literally all French, all Italian, all German, people give each other a lot more respect. Ugh. hits that forearm right there. So I'm trying to hit this part right here. I do the back curls. It works out really well. And like I can really get it why people are so upset with stuff in that. Like there was a documentary or something on YouTube I saw. It says when the black culture start to go ghetto, when they start to inject ghetto-ness in the city cultures and that. And basically what it is, from what I've seen plenty of things about it. I've seen plenty of like historian black people talk about this stuff. They wanted to make a divide in between the people. So back then, black and white culture, I know I'm just bringing this up out of nowhere now, but it just came in my head. Black and white culture started to, they weren't really divided at all. Like they were both very religious. They went to church all the time. They did that stuff with their family and that. And then division started to happen. And then you start to realize, like, why was there so much division? Well, because they made it like that. And this is going with what I'm going to be saying in a little bit, that why you always seem to see that some people just don't like certain people just because of a color. A fucking color. A color that means absolutely nothing what it actually means. and there's no meaning behind a color other than it's a color. I'm like, they call me white, Caucasian. I'm not white, not white. See, my skin tone's different than the white right here. I'm tan. I got like a milky color to me, a yellowish color to me. I mean, yeah, I'm out in the sun a lot, so if you look over here, yeah, I look a little more white, but it's not white. It's like a yellowish. They call us Caucasians and whites. And so when some people, and this was up front. This was literally up front with one of the guys that I talked to, and we were talking about privileges. To understand what privileges are. So a privilege is something that you're getting for free just because you are who you are. And this ain't coming from family. Family privileges are different because your family works hard and you're born into a rich family. It is a privilege, but it's a family privilege. It's still a privilege. It makes life easier, but doesn't dictate. It doesn't do anything with, I mean, it doesn't really do anything because it has nothing to do with someone else giving. It's like an unknown person giving you $1 million and saying, oh, you're beautiful. Women have hella fucking privileges. Those guys do that dumb shit all the time. But they talk about cultural or say race privilege. Okay, when I was growing up in that, I'll give you one thing. And I'll tell you right up front. We lived in a partial city net, and we were going to a county school. For some reason, our address was with our grandparents and that. Why? Because the city schools are dubs. The teachers weren't bad, but the students, you know, they get in fights a lot. They were very angry and had massive issues in that because they probably just had they probably had shitty families, I guess. I don't know. And so we went to a county school. We were living on the break end of the county. Like, we're not even maybe like 5-6 miles away from the actual county itself. Very, very close. It's like over a bridge. And so what happened is, someone from one of the school's parents bitched to the school board about us saying that's not their real address, so I bet their address. Guess how much money we would have to pay? Even though the state's supposed to pay for us to go to school, it's the public school, all because we weren't a certain specific race. We had to pay, like, it was like outrageous amount of money. Like, for all of us to go to school, it was like $50,000 a year for all of us to go to fucking school. And, like, we were like, what the fuck, are you serious? And this is what privilege is. People are, oh, privilege, no. When you have personal privilege, it's different from people, say the state, giving you money just because of your culture. Bosnians get it a lot. I already know. They got an enormous amount of money when they came into the country back in the 90s and 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. That's why they all have, I got plenty of Bosnian people, fucking 16, 19, they got more money than I'll ever have. They got fancy ass, cars and that with souped up engines and souped up all this crap and that. I hear their lawnmower crackling engines every time during the nighttime on the weekend and that. Or when I'm like walking to work, I hear they're popping and shit. It's fucking annoying. So are they privileged? Yeah. They have more than what other people have. But does that mean anything? Fuck no. It doesn't mean shit. It doesn't matter at all. If you work hard to provide for your kids, that is a privilege for your kids. But it's like a reward to show your kids that you got to work hard too. So when people say, look, all this, I hate the word privilege. No one's a fucking multi-million-dollar person. I know people want to say that stuff. But the biggest thing is, no one's that fucking rich, honestly. Unless they were smart enough to invest their money. And they worked outrageous amount of hours. Woo! Oh man, I feel good. I mean, it's hard to talk about it because people get all upset and people do get upset a lot about that shit. Because they're always trying to like compare themselves once again. They do, they always try to compare themselves. Well, this and that. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the system. I'm not even talking about culture. I'm talking about the system, how the system treats people. People always say you want equality, you want fairness. Well, when you see that fairness ain't spread because they're having a fucking agenda in that, and they're massively fucking corrupt. Most times that's what I see and most other people see. It's like, don't hate the game, or don't hate the player, hate the game. I hate the system. Our system's broken. But we have to really understand why the system is broken. Well, the system is broken because people themselves don't understand that you're given an enormous amount of access to an easier lifestyle. That's all it is. And it's nothing to do with you working hard. If you don't work hard in that, then it gets to that point where it's like, you'll never understand hard work. That's when it becomes a nuisance. Because people don't want to work. And they're like, oh, I don't want to work because, I want to be at home. And what do you do when you get home anyway? You do what you want to do. Right? That's kind of how it works. Let's have some more damage. Aerial columns, I'm not sure about that. But that's what I tell a lot of people, you do this stuff when you want to get home, but I'm tired. They're like, oh, you're supposed to be tired. That's a good day's work. I worked, I was awake for over close to 20 hours yesterday. Because I woke up at 4 in the morning, I didn't go to work till 8. Just to say that's 4. And I stayed there for 13 hours. Yeah, I was fucking tired as fuck. And I had to walk home for 45 minutes or so. Yeah, I was very tired, yeah. I was very tired. But I kept it up. When I went to sleep, man, I was sleeping like a damn baby. You know, if I didn't miss Thursday, I'd have close to 40 hours. And obviously, I would say I would have a 40-hour job for a week. But I'd rather work less days and be off a good amount of days. Me working 4 days a week now is actually pretty sweet. Because then being off 3 days is going to be a lot more helpful. Because then I could be able to stream more, be able to do things more now. That's what I want to do. Yeah, let's have a little. And that's why I can't wait. That's how it was before. But we'll have to see how it is. I know the United States and that, like, it's pretty controversial to talk about things because people tend to get upset, especially when it comes out emotional, because everyone's emotional. They just let out and they don't think, they just want to talk and complain. Instead of like, why don't you just talk about these things, understand these things, go through the motions with these things. You know, instead of just sitting there and thinking that everything's everyone else's fault but not your own. Like, if you don't lift weights, you're not going to become much stronger. You know, so complain about someone else's strength and that, it just makes you feel inferior. Well, you're not really inferior. All human beings are pretty much the same level of strength. Because, you know, if you like, some guys might have better genetics and they might be slightly bigger, but they're not going to be that much stronger, honestly. Woo! That felt good. It's all about maintaining yourself. You know, it's an everyday activity. So, like, when people look at, like, martial arts and that, they always want to say, well, martial arts people are not that big, but they're strong. Well, they train every day. They take an hour out of their time to do punches, and they do, you know, constantly do punches and that. They do stretches. They're constantly doing stuff. While you're sitting there complaining about your fucking emotions and bitching about some girl that doesn't like you because you're not a man. Or sitting there watching fucking Netflix all day. You know, seeing all these superstar-looking people. and you're sitting like a damn couch potato with your popcorn and 15 pounds of soda, complaining instead of doing, then that's the reason why. Just fucking do it. I don't know what to say. Just do it. I mean, I had the problem when I was younger than that. I was thinking everyone was privileged. I was thinking everyone just had everything. Fuck no, everyone worked hard as fuck for it. Countless hours. They're not lying. Some people, you know, I see people do 12-hour shifts, and I see some people say, yeah, I work 16 hours sometimes. I'll be, you know, obviously these people are business owners, but they have to do paperwork in that. They have to do computer work in that. So they get a laptop, they're going through all their graphs, they're going through all their sources and that, they're buying stuff they need to buy so they can make more money off of them. There's all kinds of things you gotta do. I mean, obviously, yeah, it's because they have a lot of money in that, but people that have a lot of money in that, you gotta work a lot more harder. A lot of times just being smarter. So like at my job and that, when I fucking work in that, I tend to like to be a little bit more smarter with my job and that. I do by pasting. I'll do a time lapse to where I'm only going to work. I'll work hard, but I'm only going to work so long, so I know I got a certain amount of time I got to get shit done. So if I don't get that stuff done in a certain amount of time, I feel like I'm letting myself off. I'm like, oh yeah. And that's what it is. So when I do get stuff done at a certain amount of time, or maybe I'll get it done faster than normal. Sometimes I get it done a little quicker. And then I can take breaks. I can take 5 or 10 minute breaks. I just sit there and not do nothing. Level up. Nice. Yeah, I got 1,000. But that's what it is. It's all about training yourself. It's trying to push yourself to the new limits. That's basically how it is. That's why you gotta train every day. I think people just get really complacent sometimes. And I get it how they do it sometimes. I have to be like, oh yeah, you know, I like to train really hard and that. Then when you see him train, they train like shit. 90. Yeah, 52. Cool. Yay. Yeah. That's like the whole point of it. Like, that's how I'm learning right now. Like, I'm probably gonna go to the gym in a little bit and get some legs in. But like, this is how life is. Life is a constant struggle. So like, there was just one guy I listened to. He's like, I never miss a workout. He's like, I try to go to the gym every day. I don't care if it's just sitting there doing cardio or doing some type of thing that it just keeps me motivated. Or doing like compound exercises where you use your legs and arms at the same time. Where she gets heavy. Because if you work hard in life, you can choose your life. If you don't work hard in life, the choices are always given to you by others. You want to control your life. People are going to say, nowadays, working hard is pointless because you're going to get paid no matter what. I say working hard is absolute. I get it, you're going to be tired sometimes, which happens. And it's hard sometimes. There's sometimes that I want to just work and work and work, and I won't think about eating. So sometimes I'll feel like I'm gonna pass out. No joke. I'll be dipping my eyes in that. I have to shake my head in that, or drink a bunch of water in that to try to get myself going. And you know, that's the training you have to do to understand how your body works. You know, that's kind of how this stuff works. Because the more harder you train, the better off you're going to be. 100%. I give these guys so much fucking life, dude. they give these guys so much life. Yeah, I'm trying to get up to another 1,000 so I can be able to. Don't hit my lady. Fuck you up. Yeah, magic kind of sucks though. Yeah, they do pretty good actually. They will deliver a lot of damage if they need to. I already got 40,000 of fucking health, dude. That's so fucking ridiculous. That's so stupid. Damn, I'm feeling really good. Temperature's up. Starting to sweat. Yeah. Yeah. Still living up pretty good. But anyway, like you just gotta, people just gotta stay balanced in life. Like you get what you get all the time from just being, you know, just living life. You know, there's a reason why we do the things that we do. You know, there's a reason why our life is the way it is. You know.
Go boy.
Hey, puppy. And like, that's just how it is. So the more you give in to bad stuff in life, the more or less you get bad stuff out of it. Just try to think positive. It works really well. People always seem to get upset and shit, but like, just think positive. Oh, I can't think positive because the world's so negative. The world's only negative if you look at it as a negative way. The news, and stop watching the news. Every time I've been walking, you know, the streets of South County for years now, I never see anything dramatic happen. I never do. People are not meant to be negative. They're not meant to be in like, they don't want to kill each other, and we're not meant to be like that. We're meant to be together. But society's ways wants us to be different. This is why people have... Oh shit, I know we're gonna fight these guys. Okay. Fuck it. Kill them all. Okay. But yeah, society wants you to be different, but you don't need to be different. Being different's stupid. Like, you don't need it. That's the reason why a lot of people do have so many issues with life. That they don't want to see things from the perspective they see it. They want to see things from the perspective that everybody else already sees already. That's why when you see people already figure out the system and that, when you see people already figure out the system, they become multi-million-dollar people, they always say, well, they're cheap. What the fuck? They're privileged. People just give them everything. And it's like... And you know what people that say that? People are overly emotional, they're victimized, they victimize everything. Why me? Why this? This only happens to me kind of thing. It's like, dude, this happens to everybody. Everyone gets fucked up, yeah. Oh yeah, when people always scream, why me? You get to the sense that happens for a reason. So, the way you think about yourself is the way your life's gonna turn out to be. So if you think your life is shit, their life becomes shit. If you're going through emotions where your life is like, you're trying to make something of yourself. Then you know what you have to go. When you don't know, basically, if you don't know where you're going in your life, then you need to check yourself and to like stop thinking anything at all. When you start thinking about stuff too much, and like, how do I become a millionaire? Like, well, I can't become a millionaire from working at a job like this. That's what I think. I can't become rich if I'm working at a job making only barely $400 a week. But back then, $400 a week 10 years ago was actually quite a bit of fucking money compared to what it is now. I'm not lying, it was. Not even that long ago. I'd say about 7 years ago. Like, people are barely making $600 fucking dollars a fucking week, or every other week. Barely making $300 a week. This is only like 5 or 7 years ago. Not even, yeah. It was about 2018 that I was barely making that much money. So yeah, you know, everyone's making more money. The prices of stuff have gone up. No, they haven't. Food's gone up at like maybe like 3%, 4 or 5%. Certain things gone up a little bit, like milk. Milk's gone up like maybe like 50, 60 cents, and I mean, like people act like it's outrageous. Even if it went up by a fucking dollar, it's not that much. Jesus fucker, a whole dollar's not gonna change your fucking budget. When you're making over, it was $10 an hour. You make $4 more an hour, and milk went up by a dollar. You're making $4 more an hour. If you get a 30-hour week, say 40-hour week, times that by 4, that's what you're making more. You're making $160 fucking dollars more what you're normally making. If you get paid every week, then what the fuck is $2 more? Like, gas went up by a lot, because, well, gas is gonna go up by a lot. Gas is the main source of fucking income for everything. I thought we regulated our country's income is through oil, because oil runs everything. Oil is the marketing place of everything. We have to use oil to get to places. Duh. That's just how it is. I guess it happens faster. Okay. That bar is a lot faster. Yeah, it's not that much more damage though. He steps on him and kicks him. I love that shit. Woo! Man. Oh, there it goes. I've been waiting for that. Woo! Shit. Talk about shit. Oh, wow. That's just disgusting. I'm gonna get some more water. I'll be right back. Man, that new supplement I got. Man, that stuff's got some really good shit in it. It's worth the $60. Wow, that stuff looks really good. It's better than that buck got by far. Wow. Whew. Damn. Feels like ass in my room. Some protein bars are great. Get some protein bars.
This world is not what you think it is. This world is not what you think it is.
Is the world round? I think the world is flat, and Antarctica is an ice wall with lands beyond it, where you and your lizard friends secretly control the world from. If the world is flat, how come it's a globe? Won't take pictures of space. Oh, space is fake. You don't know? You don't know space is fake.
You know space is fake? Of course it's fake.
always finds its level and that it has to have something to hold it in. Water does not curve. If you have a ball or a circle or a sphere, however you want to say it, water would separate if it was on a ball.
If the world really is round and has a circumference of 25,000 miles, then if this ball is 3/4 water, then you'd be able to detect temperature in the water. And at 100, you do the math, at 100 miles in the ocean, there would be 6,600 feet of curvature. So that means that at 100 miles, if you had the most powerful telescope in the world, you would not be able to see anything at 100 miles because there would be 6,600 feet of curvature. Yes, this is just one of, 1,000. One. But yes, the Navy can target ships at 100 miles away with a camera where they photograph the target. And it's a laser target that goes straight. The laser doesn't curve. It goes straight and they can see it. The water doesn't bend. Water is flat. Water always finds level. You put water into a container, it conforms to the inside of a container. You can't find water anywhere that wants to the outside of a container. water is always level. We can prove that in any country, in any lab, we can prove that water always lands level.
Right now, is the world round? I think the world is flat.
The countdown has begun.
Dreaming artificial gravity. We survive.
I don't know space is big. People are fucking stupid. Forgot to get my damn water. Of course it is. Okay. But yeah. I'll get back. Holy shit. I like looking through some of the stuff, especially Manosphere. Manosphere is fucking hilarious.
Today we are going to see what happens when you date modern women.
You act like I don't even exist. Like, why do I have to always text you first and call you first? Like, why can't you start?
These days there's dudes getting facials, manicured, waxed, and Botox.
I know this is funny, guys, but it's also very true. Men are getting more feminine. More and more feminine.
What is your dating range lately?
31 to coffin.
Realizing while driving to see him that I don't feel happy or excited about it anymore. That's the problem, guys. Women change how they feel about you every day, or not only about you, about everything. So keep that in mind, guys.
They do.
When he knows he's on a roster, so he sends you flowers at work to ensure he's taking home the W and sliding into first place. This is the problem, guys. Those are the simps that I'm talking about in my videos. Those are the simps that will allow a woman to have a roster and make TikToks about it and still compete and do whatever they want just so he can get in front. Just so he can get cheated in the future or have his heart broken.
Yep.
Don't be like this, guys. Please don't be like this. Roster. Did you see that, guys? You were just Roster boy. Roster boy.
Everyone's always like, oh my god, after my breakup I blocked him, I unfollowed him on Instagram, I deleted his Snapchat. After my breakup, I paid a witch $70 to banish him from my life.
I don't even know what to say. So she paid a witch. These are the kinds of women that also believe in astrology and vibes and chakra and the alignment of the stars. Just run, guys. Run from women like this.
This is the one thing I like about Manosphere, and that to say that being spirituality has anything to do with man or woman, this is the thing that really makes it kind of funny. He's like, oh, I believe in chakra and all that shit. All that shit's real. Like, all that's real. Like, there's no reason for that not to be real. The reason why women see that more than men is because men are really, they're not in tone with their spirit as much as women. Or, you know. Women are more toned with actual spirituality than men are. Men are the ones that are changing women. Periods. Like, literally, this is how it is. Like, men are getting out of the spirituality, and they're starting to go more into just plain emotions. There's like a complete difference of emotions and spirituality. I like how some people think they're just saying that, like Manosphere and all these guys. I like listening to their stuff on that because they do make a lot of sense when it comes down to certain things. Well, they say, oh, they believe in the stars, they believe in chakra and stuff like that. Well, that's your problem right there. You don't believe in that stuff. You don't see that it's possible, that zodiacs don't make sense. That zodiacs are made during prehistoric times. These people believe in probably space, and space is really fucking fake. His face is super fucking fake. That's the only thing I don't like about Manosphere and them. Like, they always say, like, well, here's what it is. They're using spirituality as a fake front to complicate their own lives and thinking that it's not their fault. That's all it is. So basically what these women do is they'll sit there and they'll complicate their lives by saying, oh, it wasn't fate and all that stuff. And no, you just choose really bad men. You don't see the signs. That's all it is. You just don't see the signs because you're an idiot. Like, there's no reason for you to sit there and say, oh, it's this and that, oh, you know, the stars didn't line up and all that stuff. No, true spirituality comes with actual complications of learning. The biggest thing is most people don't want to fucking learn. They don't want to see life the way they need to see it. They see life in the way they pursue it to be from other people. Like, dude, life is the way your life is. If you're a person that screws a bunch of people and then you complain about having STDs, that's the reason why you get STDs. Because you're screwing a bunch of people. What the fuck? Are you serious? Like... Like, you can't make this shit up and have people just assume. It's like, oh, if I... No, you choose to not learn from your own fucking mistakes. I know people that literally drink, and their kidneys fail on them almost, and they keep on drinking. It's literally telling you. Your body is telling them. The world is telling you. People are telling you to stop doing stuff. Because that has all to do with loving yourself. So if you think spirituality is going to change the way life is because you manifest this shit, all that stuff is purely your own reality. You don't manifest a fucking physical thing, you morons. That makes no sense at all. You can't manifest physical. So that people feel like this day when you feel sick because you're stressed out. Why are you stressed out? Because you don't know. That's why people stress out, because they don't know. That's all it is. If you don't know something, your brain's going to try to figure it out. Well, if you ain't smart enough to figure it out, then guess what? You'll stress about it until you figure it out. That's why people ask other people questions on that. That happens when you're a kid. The funny thing is, like, life itself is all about figuring out. So the more, like, intelligent you become, the more you figure out stuff. Once you start figuring stuff out, life becomes easier for you. So you give yourself these little tips in life. Man or woman, work hard at your job, exercise. You may not have that exercise daily, because sometimes work can be dramatically hard, yes. But you have to exercise enough to keep your blood pumping so you don't feel like shit. That's all it is. That's it. And then, like, that's like the main part, but the other, that's the physical part, but the mental part of it is to understand people. People live their whole entire life not understanding shit. And it's the truth. People don't understand jack shit. And they want to complain about it too. I'm not telling everyone to be filthy fucking rich. I'm not telling everyone it needs millions of dollars and that. Your lifestyle depends on what you want to do. So if you choose to do certain things, you choose to do certain things. That's all it is. So like if I look at my life and say like, oh, you know, if I look at my life and say, oh, I want to change my life, how do I change it? Okay, you gotta have guidelines. For a man, because I am a man, exercise is very prominent. Men are supposed to be masculine. We're supposed to be strong. We're supposed to pick up heavy shit. When I see a frailly man that can't pick up weight that most men should be able to pick up, I call them weak and pathetic. You're weak and pathetic. That's all it is. Yeah, you're just weak. If you want to get all butthurt about it, then do something about the weakness. If you're fucking mentally weak, then you're mentally weak. Learn. Educate yourself. Being smart is great. Knowledge is power. Everything has to do with what you know. If you know Jack from shit and Jack just left town, then you know absolutely shit. Well, there you go. You don't know anything. But then you gotta ask yourself this. What do you need to know? Well, it depends on what your lifestyle wants to be. So say my lifestyle is, you know, I like knowledge. I like researching. I like, you know, pondering about things. This is how my life is. I can't change that life over to making money unless I do it in a way that makes money in my own personal, you know, way. Like some people, they fix their lives on money 100%. And then they're miserable. They're fucking miserable. They buy all the stuff they want, for the most part, and they're fucking miserable. They're miserable. Because that dopamine rush doesn't last long enough for you to have succession. That's all it is. So say with me in that. I changed my life around a lot because I knew my life was going to shit. I was suicidal, I had mass emotions in that, my emotions were too high. I was upset all the time, I was going crazy all the time, I was having mental issues in that, I didn't know how to get a girl in that. And it was affecting my life. Because that's all I do. It's like, I want someone, I need someone. Thing is, you don't need anyone but yourself. You want someone. It's like, you need shelter, you need food, you need water, you need someone, you need something to hold on to, you need something to guide you, you need entertainment to a certain extent, you need to move around to keep your blood flow going so you don't fucking get issues. That's all. That's what you need. What you want is access to what you need. So, like, for instance, I bought this game. I wanted to buy this game. Did I need to? No, I could be entertained playing Killing Floor. But I wanted to. But now I'm massively entertained by this, so more or less likely I'm going to be entertained a lot longer playing this. Because I enjoy it. So my entertainment department's done. I'm entertained. Okay, I just got an exercise. Okay, so I got an exercise. I did two things that most people never do two of all at the same time. I'm entertained, I exercise, I ate good today for the most part. I had a good protein bar, I drank a lot of water in that, and I had my pre-workout in that. It's astounding. When you ask yourself that, what am I supposed to do? I sit down and watch Netflix all day. What the fuck are you doing? Well, life's hard, So I don't know what to do. No, life's only as hard as you want to make it. Oh, Jesus Christ, literally. I can get rid of them if I come up. Okay. That's what it is. That's what you always gotta look at. Like, nice. But yeah, that's the way I do it right now. And is it progress? It's massive progress. I know I'm going to be gaining more strength. It's like leveling up in a game. When you level up, you get more intelligent, you get more stamina, you get more ways of making money, making currency, making survivability. So, like, our culture, especially in the United States, our government wants to make us be happy. They want to enslave us with their money. That's all it is. It's a basic form of enslavement. I know a lot of people don't think it like that, but that's just what it is. When you get something from taking from someone else, so if that person does not work, so to speak, and just to say they get their tax money gets taken away because of other people that don't want to work and they live off welfare and off food stamps, that means their money is literally coming from who? It's coming from someone else.
Let's make this quick.
Yeah, I say that money is free because, yes, our taxpayer money is used enormously a lot. That's why we got inflation. The dollar has been inflated to be cost less than what it is. Which means that our government's using more money than what it's being given. We're in debt like $9 trillion fucking dollars. $9 trillion! You don't know what $9 trillion is? That's a lot of fucking... That's 100 billions! Literally! 100 billions! Oh no, that's 1,000 billions! That's 1,000 billions. Jesus Christ, guys. They don't even have anyone even have a million, more or less a billion? Jesus. That's what I'm saying. People don't know how much money is until you actually see how much money is. Like, just having $1 million in your bank account on a person like me is an enormous amount of fucking money. People say, well, that's not a lot of money. Do you have $1 million? No, I don't. There you go. How the fuck you know? It is. It's an enormous amount of money. It's catastrophic. You put that in a CD from, I know the CDs around my place and that from banks that are like 4.5, 4.7 interest every year. You're making almost $50,000 a year just off that million. That's what people have to save up to have a normal lifestyle. They always say that. They say most people make their first million off of retiring. And then they make businesses after that. And they work a business they want to work. And then all of a sudden, you know, before they hit like in like their 70s and that, their business has made millions of dollars. This is how you create stuff. You could do what you want to do. It's just hard to get there because it's a lot of fucking work. Like, there's a huge chance I probably will never hit my $1 million mark. If I do hit it, I'll most likely hit it when I'm probably like in my 50s or 60s. I don't know. I might hit it earlier depending if the YouTube actually decides to give me more validation. Because YouTube does not give me a lot of validation. They're pretty shitty. But that's just how the world works. Like, you'll learn more being on my channel than you'll ever learn from watching all these other channels. That they're literally like children. They're drunken children. They're always drinking. Like I watched it. Used to watch this stream called Eurogamer. You know, they make an enormous amount of sponsor money. They're not bad people. They're around my age. They're always fucking drunk half the time when they're doing stuff and that. You know, they act like little children act because, you know, I don't think even worked an actual, like, massively heavy day in their life. Maybe they did, because most people have, but... You can just tell by how people act. They're entertaining, but they'll have people like, oh, I'm so happy, you know, because emotions and that. And that's why I don't get a lot, because I'm not emotional. I want to be straightforward with people. Like, hey, you know, do something in your life. Well, but emotionally I'm hurting, and then figure out how to deal with your emotions. I don't know what to say with that. Be happy with yourself. Understand yourself more. Love yourself more. Be around people that are more like you. Understand that shit. Understand life a little bit more. Get what's happening in your life a little more. Ask questions more. I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do. I mean, you're not given all the answers when you're born, unless you have really good parents, then they give you all the answers. Like, I tell my child that, like, lift weights with me, do push-ups with me, work out with me, don't listen to other people, screw what people say. But always give respect when the respect needs to be given. But then you get to understand respect. So most people, it's like when you're working with someone in that. So when I work with people in that now, I try to give respect back. I try to act pleasant. I try to do something of that nature. Is it hard? Fuck yeah, it's difficult sometimes. Sometimes I just don't like certain people. You know, they lie, they do stupid shit, they cheat on their fucking, you know, people and that or whatever it is. They do stupid stuff. And they wonder why people, like, disagree with them. They wonder why people don't like them. Well, no shit, dummy. Like, people don't like liars. No one likes to be lied to. Yeah, no one likes to be lied to. No one likes to be cheated on. But they consistently do it for their own fucking bullshit, and the excuses they come up with is just fucking priceless. Oh, I didn't mean to do it. What the fuck? You not mean to put your fucking ding dong on a fucking, you know, in between the meats? How do you mean to not do that? What the fuck? I've seen those damn things. Like, dude, you guys are just fucking stupid. Like, the excuses you guys make up. To me, that's what immaturity is. I believe immaturity comes down to that. Comes down to the reason why a lot of people do that stuff and that it's just because of immaturity. They want validation. So they mean that. Some people probably believe that me and one of the girls at work did stuff. I'm sure there's probably rumors all over the place saying I'm banging everybody and all that crap like that. People spread so much fucking garbage shit. It's just fucking priceless and really stupid. People do. I heard a couple of rumors about a couple people doing stuff at my job and I said people doing stuff behind the dumpster and all that shit. And I'm like, what? Like, I'm here to work, not to get laid. People always want to talk about that stuff. This is how dumb people are. You see someone that is like in like their 30s, and that people really don't learn after 30 or after fucking like 25. People are just like they stay stupid their whole entire life because they don't know shit to begin with. Not even joking. They do shallow, stupid shit. Like, okay, you're gonna do stupid shit. Cool beans. But like this shit is like priceless. I hear all the excuses. I hear all this stupid shit because I'm around it all the time. I used to do it myself. I tell people I used to do the exact same thing. But when you start to understand why these things happen, you're like, it's priceless. It's stupid. It's ignorant. It's funny as fuck. To watch some Manosphere.
So if a girl's on her phone while you're hanging out with her, do this. Hey, it seems like maybe you got something going on you got to take care of. All good, but after that, can you put your phone away so we can just hang out?
After you say this, a girl is going to respond in one of two ways. Oh, right, I'm so sorry, yeah, I'll completely put it away.
Or she might do this.
Are you kidding me? I'm texting my mom. It's not even that big a deal. Like, you need to relax.
Oh, okay, I mean, if that's how you feel, honestly, I don't think this is going to be a good fit.
I'm not as polite as him, but that's true. You should just leave. It's not worth it.
So, I wish you the best.
He just walks the fuck out.
I don't have a guy who don't open the door for me.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like my thing. That's my business. Because I've had multiple in my life.
So she has to be these guys. That's the beauty of that. I mean, what kind of man she attracts, but you should run. Just because of that.
Listen. Stop going to the hole-in-the-wall bar and walk. It's so annoying. Stop. You guys are so pretty, and you guys are just, you're letting these men tap it, and I can't let it happen anymore. Stop. Start going out.
I'm sure that she did the same. I'm positively sure. Because if not, she wouldn't be sleeping right now.
Hotel bars, restaurant bars. bars, just sit there with a girlfriend and go during happy hour times. The guys that are going out like late at night, they expect to take you home and they're just kind of thinking that. They're also like not busy enough. Like, why are you at the club? Shouldn't you be like studying or some shit? Shouldn't you be working?
Shouldn't you be doing that too?
Be successful. The guys that are out late, it's always like,
This type of guy doesn't chase women, and I'll tell you why.
Reason why men either get a big down, they have lots of money, some people don't have to chase because of it's the big reason, guys.
You want to be willing to stop guy from foundation. Number two, when a man is secure and he's confident, and he's good being by himself. I think a lot of people try to fill up the space because they don't like people. You have a guy who struggle with it.
Yeah, he doesn't feel the need to chase her. She's successful. We don't see that happening. No chasing.
So he don't need you. He wants you, but he don't need you. And because he doesn't need you, he ain't gonna take you.
That's the problem. They see men like that, and they start doing the same, but men and women are very different. What they find attractive in a man like that, we don't find attractive in women.
Which, to be honest with you,
because you know about the phrase, we don't need a man. We don't want
I think it's strange because you don't want a man that needs him, who just doesn't.
Yeah, because
like being alone, so those anybody to go in the face. That's not the kind of guy you actually want. You want a guy that's okay being alone, because if you're in his space and he wants you around, you know, he genuinely wants you around.
Keep telling the truth.
Just like because in reality, not that many men actually like you.
That's very true. That's the problem with women. Most women, just because you get likes on Instagram, and that guy, that other man wants to marry you. They just want that, and that's it.
Maybe like they like the face, but not that many men actually like you. Just ask him why and watch him. Watch him malfunction and then go on what you do.
Ladies, this behavior is why you attract men who only want to use you.
I listened to a video on here the other day, and this girl was giving advice to women. Her advice was literally led with the notion of if you want to make a man together. Now hear me out. She says, women say that you're with friends right now and you go the whole day through the night and you don't text him at all, and
Yeah, that works, guys. But that works only to a kind of guy. If he's a high-value man that has a lot of options, he doesn't care. He sees that as a red flag and he moves on.
Yep.
The kind of she's talking about are Sims.
you say, oh, I was busy, blah, blah, blah. That man is not going to end up thinking, I wish I was with him. That's not how men think. All you did was make him think that you're for the streets.
Yeah.
So if you want to get used, yeah, follow her advice. If you don't, follow mine. Not a girl, though.
This is how to make her nervous and give her book advice. Ladies, confirm or deny in the comments, and the rest of you. Listen. Number one, I've said it once and I will say it again. Eye contact. We're stare into her soul and make sure you are the last one to look away.
Just stare into her soul, guys.
I love it, dude.
Guys, the difference between this working and not working depends on how much the girl likes you. That's all.
But if you want to take it one step further, do this thing. While cheating.
So, fuck, you crazy as hell. Where's your man at?
The only difference between this working and not working is how one girl, she doesn't care about me, and no matter what I say or do will work. It's the same with you. That's why I will never course on how to get it, because it doesn't work. It doesn't work. What works for me may not work for you. So please don't buy that crap.
Impeccable, Riz. Number 2. Bring up what your first impression of her was. And if you thought she was pretty, say something along the lines of, you know, you're actually so different to what my first impression of you was. Like, obviously you're beautiful, but get to know you, you've got so much about you, so cool.
You have to lie.
You have to lie to her.
Immediately she's going to be like, what was your first impression of me? And that will definitely make her nervous. But more importantly, because you complimented her, she's going to feel like she's in for a day. And last but not least, number 3, the triple threat. If a guy dresses good, smells good, and is a gentleman, like opens doors for you, is nice to hospitality, that's the traditional one as they say. Why should we be if we're not physically moving, we definitely are mentally. It's just massive the other end of the day, and makes us feel like we need the other ourselves.
Alright, they should be here, and here are the days that you need to hear to be ready for 2023 because we're getting respect all year. First tip, we are demanding dates. Date. If you want to know it, you get it, but if you want to know it, okay? No exception.
Nope.
In 2023, we will not be stressing about finalizing the right. We're going to let Mr. White find us, okay? We're going to enjoy our summer. We're going to enjoy this year and trust the process. We are not answering the phone for any of those fuckboys that are going to call you this year because they see you doing good and you're on your shit and you're running your business. My guys are, they'll call you when you're doing good. We're not answering this year, okay?
Bullshit.
But last year she answered. This year now she's trying to change.
It's on us, we're getting to the bag. Not only are we not answering the phone for fuckboys in 2023, but also your exes are fuckboys, okay? We're not answering for them either. I just had to put that in there just in case you...
Oh, man. Okay, woman, you know that you be hitting that shit up a lot. I can tell by all the makeup you put on your damn face. You're like pastry, like cake fucking batter on your face. Got cake batter on your face. You got cake batter on your face.
And realize you're...
So her exes and those bad boys, let's call them that, they could get it for free. But you have to take her on dates now. That's their logic.
Your ex-boyfriend was a fuckboy. Okay, good. Next tip is we are not changing for anybody in 2023, okay? If he doesn't like you or he doesn't like the things you do, next, okay?
Yeah, that's the same, guys. If you don't like a woman and you see red flags, don't try to change her. Just let it go. It's 100 times easier. Plus, you can't change somebody if they don't want to change. Believe me, I found that the hard way.
We are not living for a man. We are living for ourselves. And for the last tip, I feel like it's pretty obvious, but I feel like I still need to mention it because this was something I really struggled with when I was dating. We are not taking guys serious who don't want to commit. I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah, but guys won't tell you that they don't want to commit. They will lie. And you, if you like them enough, you will believe them. And you will just add another body count. But women don't understand that. I don't know how they don't understand that, but they don't.
What happened in his past life, what he's going through, what he has going on right now, when you get done figuring that out, come holla.
Okay. Okay, women that come... Women, stop trying to teach other women how to date, because you have no idea what the fuck you're doing. Every time I listen to her, like there's one girl working that, she's trying to figure out things about men. And you have a researcher right here. You literally have emotional human development researcher for over 10 fucking years. You want to ask some woman that's been cheated on her boyfriend about advice. I'm blown away because they don't want to hear how they have to adapt and change. They want to hear how, oh, it's all his fault. What the? It might be his fault, but you still have problems too. I'm blown away. Like, how the fuck do you listen to someone that either has 3 fucking kids with 3 different dudes or whatever the fuck it is, and she wants to give dating advice? She has 3 different kids. She has 2 children. Her man ain't even coming around. She ain't married. I listen to a married woman. Well, yeah, because a married woman's married. She knew what it is to get a good guy. They're trying to figure something out that's been figured out. How long ago? Thousands of years ago? They're trying to figure out now because they're brain dead. They don't want to listen. I always see this therapy. Fuck therapy. Therapy's for a bunch of pussies and chumps. I ain't gonna lie. Therapy's just for fucking people that don't want to actually know. They want to just sympathize with. No, you have to know. Life is hard until you make it easy. Life is never meant to be easy and then become hard. No, that's full of shit. You're just an idiot. Life is always hard at first to use. It's like lifting weights or learning. You struggle to steady because it's hard. But as you learn it, it becomes easier. You adapt. Adaptability is what humans do. We adapt to things. It's pretty fucking simple. We adapt to things. So when people say stupid shit like, oh, everything should be given to you because you're this and that, this and that, this and that, you do this and do that. Guys like me, I don't know how many girls that I know so far, they do the same thing that all the other girls do. They either say this, if I really like you, I'm going to show you through my body. I'm going to show you through the way my ass looks, the way my body looks, the way my boobs look, how much makeup I have on, how my hair looks, all this dramatic shit. And know what I say? I don't give a fuck. Because to me, that doesn't matter. What matters the most is what? Is how you are in general. If you're throwing all these signs up, where's your personality at? Do you know how to talk to me? Conversations are shite. Because they think if the man doesn't give in to you through sexual functions, automatically, because the way they look and you look, or whatever it might be, they think that they don't have to do anything. How are you going to have a conversation with, how are you going to have a relationship without conversations?
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Like, you make no sense at all. Like, it blows my mind.
Actually,
Just the 3 of us, then.
Drake said is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, we have our icons to fall back.
I think about it every time that I think about, like, okay, if I give the girl that, she has to be traditional. She has to be my woman. She has to be my lady. I have to be traditional towards her. But when they're not traditional, I have to be different than traditional. I have to stop being emotional. I have to stop giving into the bullshit. You know, when I see a guy, that's what I saw at work, and it was disturbing.
Not to mention what he sucked out with Garuda.
Maybe I'll pause right here. I might go upstairs and give me some more food. And this one guy, my God, he's such a sep. He's such a bitch boy. Well, anyway, like, he was sitting there. Well, the girls was literally telling him to do all this stupid shit. She didn't do absolutely fucking nothing. And he was proud to do it. Proud to do it. I'm surely this dude don't get as much pussy as he thinks that he gets. Because this girl was like glued on to me. Like, I didn't even have to try. I barely even talked to her. It was nothing but massive eye contact, staring at me. Because I called her out on it. I said something like this. Oh, it seems like that you don't like me and that. And she's like, well, I never said that I don't like you. And I made a joke. It's like I was like, you know, I kind of soft tone voice, and I'm like, I know that you like me. That's very obvious. I know the signs of a woman that likes me. And I left it at that. No, am I engaging with it, pimping out? No, I don't give a shit. It's just an explanation that why you do the things that you do. But you have a man. That is the honor that is broken already. You're already thinking about another fucking dude when you're with another dude. I don't engage in saying, oh, let's do stuff. Actually, no, I think it's massively ignorant. I don't like when women do this. Because when I see a man do it, it's quite the same thing. If you're with someone, you choose to date them. To date them. Be with them. Live life better with them. And this dude is so fucking dumb that he literally falls for it. Because he thinks that he's proud of the one that he's with when she's literally mentally cheating on him every day of the fucking week. Probably not physically, no. But mentally, yeah. What's the difference? There is no difference. If you're a woman or a man or whatever it is, if you're not thinking about your girlfriend, at least during the day and that, or when you get home and that, and you're not, like, getting a hold of them somehow, where's the... by, like, texting or stuff like that, then by all means, that's not a relationship. You should be thinking about it. But then you should know when not to think about it. You should know when to deal with it. Especially if the guy is a cheater. The guy was cheating on you a lot. Then yeah, that's a problem. Okay, I'm back. Oh, you snooze. No! Fuck! Bro, that was hard. Fuck. Ah! Oh my god. Actually, I dropped a damn pistachio on the ground. Oh, dude. What is this? Dude, if I accidentally drop like any type of food, like it's just like normal shit just falls out of plates and that. My room gets fucking ants like fucking crazy. Like it's fucking massively annoying. Like it's just stupid annoying. Like I can't even like. Though we need to spray our fucking damn house. Being serious. Yeah, I need it. I can tell you how to treat my room's not really that dirty, but it's just dusty. So I have my. That's why I have my. Well, they come in. I think they come in through the garage, and they go through the garage. They come in through the. They come in through the front of the thing because my house. This room's made like fucking shit. Oh. But yeah, I picked up a pistachio I dropped on the ground, like I think it was like a couple days ago. And like I had noticed I dropped it on the ground. I picked it up. There was just ants pouring out of it. I was pouring out, like there was like probably like there's like one ant popped out of it, and then like 4 or 5 ants popped out of it. So I was holding the palm of my hand, and I threw that fucker outside. Jesus Christ, dude, that is fucking ridiculous. Ants are smart. Like even if I drop like accidentally like have a G Fuel can, actually drop it, and I didn't know that leak because sometimes they're really empty and they don't leak, and like ants like will come in not even an hour later and they'll be like, I've like smashed a whole bunch of fucking ants, and then wipe it up with Clorox wipes, which I always have Clorox wipes actually, so I can be able to wipe stuff up really quick. And like it's just astounding how these little fuckers get in here so quickly. And like I clean my room every now and again just to get the dust out and that, but I try to keep everything in this little circle. So if anything drops to the floor right in front of me, I can be able to sit there and spot it really quickly. That's why I got a little towel on the floor. So if my towel does get messy, I roll up my towel and I fluff it out outside for a little bit. And I have all the stuff flings all over the place, whatever it might be, dry skin, hair. That's just the typical stuff humans do. We shed all the damn time anyway. Some people don't like to hear that, but it sounds true. We shed quite a bit. But yeah, it's just really weird.
But for right now, I gotta move on because I can't wait for you.
So I feel like a lot of people are always asking themselves, like, am I attracted to them or do I just like their attention and their validation? Well, I have a foolproof way of trying.
All women like attention and validation. Believe me, all women like that.
Trying to figure out if you're attracted to someone. This can work for any sexuality and any gender. Here we go. If the thought of them breathing heavily in your face, i.e. doing the dirty, is hot, you're attracted to them. If the thought of them breathing heavily in your face is disgusting, you're not.
They clearly don't understand men and how men think when they are horny. It's clear she doesn't understand men one bit.
Ladies, I want you to repost this, share it, duet it, stitch it. I don't care, but get the word out to all the other ladies. What we're not doing in 2023, we're not playing the last woman standing game anymore with these guys. It's not happening this year. And I know y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Where you sit in relationship limbo, waiting patiently while the man you desire is out gallivanting with back alley sallies and internet floozies, hoping that...
But then why did you get in a relationship with that guy? If you don't like how he behaves, if you don't like how he acts, why did you get in a relationship with him in the first place? I don't get it. Why people don't vet each other properly before getting in a relationship? A relationship is important. It will be a few months, a few years of your life. If you can't get along with that person, that few months or years will be hell for you. So why get in a relationship without vetting that person first really, really good? I don't get it.
One day he'll see your efforts and just settle for you. You don't want to be settled for. You don't want to sit hoping that his fantasy girl or the woman he actually wants doesn't come into his...
Do women that talk like this, they are talking about themselves? They're waiting for their fantasy man. They're the ones that are waiting for all that validation and commitment. They're the ones that literally are waiting for that man that barely notices them. They might have one good thing with them, like they might have one good date. They might have watched the movie, they might have banged. Inside their minds, women need to stop thinking that men think the same way they think. We do not. Like women at my work, yes, some guys might do the dramatized shit because they have anxiety, and that, but it's because they don't do nothing with their life. They're not doing anything important for the most part. They're not exercising. They're not trying to think of a better way of living life. There's all kinds of things you do. Men that don't do that, they let a woman control. A woman will literally play with your emotions, control you, and then find another fucking man. And that's happening at my work. I get these girls that look at me, they glance at me so fucking hard sometimes, and they'll do it right in front of me. They don't really notice it that they do it. They literally do it right in front of me. They'll sit there, and they'll look at me, they'll look like this. They'll stare at me, and I'm like, call me not being fucking creepy. That's about the weirdest fucking thing. I understand why they do it, so I don't think it's really weird, because I get it. But like, holy shit, dude, it is so fucking awkward, like... Say something. Say, hi, how you doing? Like, literally, you're like, oh, I'm so good looking. I look good in the mirror and that, my butt's nice and all that stuff and that because another guy likes me and that. But why doesn't this guy like it? I would never ever say that I didn't like anybody that I look at. I'm going to look at you because I like you. I look at a lot of girls' butts because I like the butts. It's the whole point of liking. You enjoy it. That's why you look at it. But if you can't see that simple sign, call it out. So, I mean, women have more potential than men do. Men can't call it out because they get in trouble. Oh my God, he's trying to pick me up. No, I'm not trying to pick you up, but I'm just calling out what I like. But if you called out saying this, pretty easy. So you like looking at my butt, huh? Or say it in a little non-obvious context. It's like, oh, you look at me quite a bit, don't you? And then if the guy's real. If the guy's real with you, but yeah, it's like, I enjoy the way you look. Bam. There you go. Your dopamine levels go through the fucking damn roof, and then you get big smiles all day long because you got validated. The end of story. Goodbye.
And by default, you win him? No.
That only happens if she is going for men that are higher in looks and status than her. That's the only way this will happen. Otherwise, men usually settle in some areas for the right woman.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that ever again. We're not options. We're not toys. We're not trophies. We're not your emotional punching bag. It's not happening, okay? If I'm not your first pick, your only chick, your forever...
That's how men feel, because 1 in 3 men, as we know it, are virgins or haven't had sex in a year. So who have the most options, men or women? She's talking about the high-value man. That's 10% of guys, 5% of guys. But that's not the majority of men. But of course she doesn't realize that because the rest are invisible to her.
+1 and you're ride or die ass bitch, I don't want it. Get out of here. Out my face. Find somebody else to do it.
3 reasons why men don't find you attractive. And no, it isn't because you've got a spot. I've got one there and I've got one there. It isn't because your eyelashes aren't perfect because you know you haven't been buying that serum that extends them. I'm really tempted to buy, but my friend says it's rubbish. It is not because your butt isn't big enough. And it's not because your hair isn't long enough. The 3 main reasons why men don't find you attractive are: number 1, your testosterone is too high.
What?
Now, this is that masculine feminine energy, right? The science behind that is your testosterone's too high, you're in your masculine. And when your estrogen is high, you're in your feminine. It's basic biology. Men are not going to find women attractive who have high testosterone.
Men don't find women attractive in general if they are too masculine. They don't like that. Masculine men attract feminine women.
Duh.
Masculine men and masculine women don't work. Polar opposites attract. You all know this, guys.
Okay, let's rephrase that. Men will find you attractive, but the wrong kind of men. The man babies, the manipulators, the insecure men will find you attractive because they want nurturing, they want looking after, because they're in their feminine energy.
Men are getting more and more feminine. That's a big problem.
Yep.
It's all about polarity. Reason number 2. Maybe men flirt with you and you get dates, but they don't stick around. And listen, ladies, I'm talking from experience here. I'm not just preaching at you. This is lessons I've learned the hard way. I've then gone about researching this stuff to work out what is going on with me, okay? And now I'm sharing it with you. Your boundaries are too low. Your value does not lie between your legs. And although society makes us believe that guys want us more if we give it them sooner, this is scientifically
Yeah, that's not true. That's not true.
incorrect. The male...
Men have no problem with waiting. But it's a problem when men know that your ex or the other guy didn't have to wait. That's when men have a problem with it.
Male energy is the doing energy. And the female energy is boundaries. Is what's allowed and what isn't. And if you've got young boys or you've ever raised boys, you'll know exactly what I mean. Like they are constantly pushing and pushing and pushing and testing and testing and testing.
Yep.
And that doesn't stop when you turn into men. If they push on your boundary and it falls over straight away and they're allowed into the kingdom, yeah, great. We'll have a fun time. But then they don't want to stick around.
Well, yeah, we're gonna leave pretty soon. I just want to eat again because I just want to get.
He's subconscious. He's not going to be
Well,
like, hey,
it's
I
only
want to earn you.
10:30. What time do you want to go? Because I gotta have lunch before I go.
Well, I don't know what time me and Dad are gonna leave. We're gonna leave.
You leave tonight after supper. Yeah, you leave it tonight after supper. We're gonna have an early supper, like a 4 o'clock.
Well, it doesn't
supper.
get dark till like 9:30 anyway.
Yeah, we're not gonna really do anything tonight.
I don't know why the fuck. Well, I don't know why we're gonna go down there. You wants to.
You gotta get stuff out. He can't do it by himself. And Ricky ain't gonna help him.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty obvious.
Yeah, because Barb said he didn't do shit in the other barn.
Well, he ain't gonna do nothing anyway. He knows he doesn't have to do nothing. Because he's just gonna sell it.
Yeah, I know, but he still needs to help like everybody else.
No, he don't do shit.
Even Barbie helps, even though she can't move stuff. But she's been down there a lot more than Ricky has. Ricky's been down there one day and he goes, "Oh, there was a skunk in there. I can't do nothing."
I don't care what he does.
I know. So that's why you need to go down.
Well, we might as well get lunch now. I will be back later in a couple hours. Play some Killing Floor. Bye, guys.